She was 4 years old. I decided to take her to a park. She was climbing. I was taking lots of pictures, and she comes over, it's starting to get cold, so I started to rub her arms, and she had a mass. So I'm looking for a bug bite, and I called the pediatrician's office. It's now, 4:45, it closes at 5, and they said, come right over. And pretty much by about 10:30 the next day, we were being sent over to Dr. McMichaels, who was actually the one that ended up giving us the news that it was in fact more serious than we originally thought.
The first word that I remember was aggressive. It took a few days for us to understand what we were in for.
She went through 14 rounds of chemo, and she was supposed to go through 6 rounds before her transplant. She had to be 5 in order to have her fibula transplanted into her arm. Her counts had to be up. Our oncology team had to clear her, prep beforehand, prep after. When you think about that hospital and the way that they handled us is really the epitome of who they are. They expected her to survive, and they expected us to survive. It was life over limb, and they said, prepare for her to be left-handed. She most likely will never use that hand again. We go up to the ICU, and she squeezes our hand with her right hand. Sprouts really was introduced once Ella had the feeding tube, and we were really being pushed in different directions for Ewing sarcoma and what she needed. We were learning about the fundamentals of nutrition. And you're thrown into the feeding tube, and it's scary. You're so focused on food because they won't eat. And you're trying to ask questions to other moms, but we're all surviving. And so I took a few things on, went into Sprouts, and I walked in there, and the woman behind the counter, who was a caterer, a chef, a mother, 10 minutes later, she knows my life story, and she goes, okay, I'm gonna walk you through it. And I didn't buy everything that day, but I left with notes. Educated, empowered. And I needed that at that time, and it was important to me.
Our goal at Sprouts every day is to take care of our customers and make sure that they have a great experience. Sprouts does a wonderful job of trying to be involved in their communities, and it makes me very proud to work for a company that this is just one more example of the things that we do. We do a lot of little things in each and every town, every little city, but this is one of the bigger ones that we all get to participate in.
What I say about the CHOC walk is it reflects exactly what we were doing in the hospital. And she taught herself how to walk about 7 times. And that is exactly what CHOC walk is. It's one foot in front of the other, and it's looking around at other people's journeys.
Being on the oncology floor, they would get us out, and Ella could only make it to the ice machine. It's like, okay, well, let's make it around the corner the next time. Okay, let's do half a lap. Let's do a whole lap. And now we're at CHOC doing the CHOC walk, walking the whole path when it started with just make it to the ice machine.
I really want to make sure that no matter how big it grows, that the families are always the focus in the center.
As a parent, as a Sprouts team member, and also as a human, it was a very humbling experience to come in and walk and just say, wow, is this something that we can be a part of? And for us to be able to do that was just a great partnership all around.
We're just really lucky and fortunate to have such a unique, special partnership with organizations like Sprouts to actually create this monumental fundraiser and event that celebrates children here in Orange County in Southern California.
You look around and realize everyone is surviving for someone. It makes you just hold your husband's hand tighter. Be okay if your daughter is complaining her legs are tired, throw up on your shoulders. It puts everything into perspective.